Today I'm going to be looking at some memes about Australians. So if you're from Australia, tell me what you think about these.
In Australia, we don't lock our doors because we're scared of armed intruders. We lock our doors to keep the roos out. A rare image of an American and an Australian in a public bathroom at the same time. The end of Australia. Australia versus Pluto. I had no idea they had beef. Australia man caught a sea monster with no eyes and a mouthful of sharp teeth. I feel like Australia is where the devil keeps his pets.
That's true. What was that thing? Is that a real animal? I've seen a lot of like crazy animals on some of the previous videos I watched, but that thing is absolutely frightening.
Keeps his pets. Alternative human evolution. That's just an Australian. Looks like Frost, but it's spider season in Australia. Burn the whole country. Oh damn.
Is that true? Is there a place that's looked like that with spider webs? I think there's going to be a lot of animal memes on this, but that is horrifying.
My bad. A cow caught casually eating snake in outback Australia. I am confused as to how the food chain works in Australia. Australian farmer celebrates rain falling on farm for the first time in months after the Australian bushfires 2020. Australians have accidentally been eating a fish unknown to science. Thank goodness. Usually it's the other way around. Fish unknown to science is eating Australians. Save the animals in Australia. The animals. Yeah, very funny. Let's all laugh at Australia for having all the deadly animals. Two of those aren't even real dummies. Wait, what? Why do so many people think spiders are evil and out to get you? Look at this nerd run away in an overly dramatic cartoonish way just because something touched its butt. Hashtag spot the Australian. Punching sharks, now declared Australia's national sport.
Has anybody in Australia punched a shark? Is that just a Photoshop? Or is that just perfect timing?
Each year, in an Australian park, hundreds of people bring their handmade cardboard creations to battle with other participants in a giant cardboard war known as Box War.
I mean, there's been a lot of animal memes so far. The one meme that's not about animals is about some mental stuff. This actually looks amazing. The vehicles there are made of cardboard, I guess. Is this a real thing? Have you ever been there? Have you ever taken part? Have you ever seen it? Put this on ESPN, man, I would watch.
The Mediterranean Sea fits perfectly inside of Australia. Australia, do this. If this happened, it would drown nearly 5 people. Australians.
That is not a lie. Like, maybe not as little as 5 people, but the lack of people in this area is the number of people is a lot less than probably a lot of people around the world would think.
Australians women national team lose 7-0 to a team of 15-year-old boys. How about no? Is this a Halloween decoration or a picture of a house in Australia? The most dangerous flightless bird in Australia is sitting under a beach umbrella stealing grapes. Are you going to tell what's basically a dinosaur that it can't have your grapes or beach spot? Because I'm not. The quokka is a marsupial native to Australia. They aren't afraid of humans and approach them frequently. Evolution's apology for the fact that every other animal in Australia wants to rip your face off. Hashtag Sydney Storm. Non-Australian. I got hit by a hailstone. It hurts. Oh yeah, those spikes are brutal. The what now?
I mean, again, man. Not only with the mental animals, the mental weather. Is that real? Okay, those things, those are absolute weapons. I'm from Scotland, a country known for bad weather, and I've never seen hailstones that are that dangerous looking.
Those spikes are brutal. The what now? This is a sea pickle, a blob of pyrosomes that live in the ocean. This one was caught off the east of an Australian coast. Bro caught his Snapchat. Thousands of people plan to attend a barbecue in front of the home of a vegan Australian woman who took her neighbors to court over the smell of meat cooking in their own backyard.
I mean, we can talk about what happened there, but is that a real barbecue? What are they cooking there? That looks absolutely outstanding. Look at the meat there. Big chunks of deliciousness.
Australia is mental. This is an actual photo of a dog eating a shark while 2 snakes fight to the death.
I mean, like, I know this is about memes. That is unbelievable, that
Australian
image
drug addict dresses up as cop and raids another drug addict's home. The hunt is on for the culprit who stole a giant 10-meter high mango in Australia overnight. Australian news. Where did the man go? How Australian can you get? This guy was 6 foot tall. Fun Australian fact. This kangaroo is waiting for pursuers to come into the water with him, where he will try to drown them. They are extremely good at it. This guy really flew here, all the way from Australia. Australia is beautiful. See a hawk literally throw a snake at an innocent family. This really reassures me about my upcoming Australia work trip. In 2013, an Australian man set up a ghost catching camera. Instead of ghosts, he caught his girlfriend doing it with his own son. Australian McDonald's is pooping on American McDonald's. What the hell? Rare mutated golden Australian possum is named Pikachu. A possum broke into an Australian bakery and ate so many pastries it couldn't move. This is how they found him. My dad
Chilling,
got
man.
jumped by a kangaroo today. Damn. 1 week in Australia. That's a lot going on. Lemurs sharing a meal. I thought this was a new spider from Australia. Not all Australian animals will kill you. Don't get me wrong. He wants to. He just can't. Australian Prime Minister says he didn't poop his pants at McDonald's in 1997. 100% chance this guy pooped his pants at McDonald's in 1997. My friend left her window open in her bedroom and came back to find this. Look at his self-satisfied little face. Australia. If there was a post to describe Australia, this is it. Having an Australian accent is like being sent to prison for a crime I didn't commit. Being Australian is because of a crime you didn't commit. Cruel. Never forget, first ever Olympics gold medal was won because the guy was coming dead last and everyone in front of him fell over. A national hero.
Australia's first ever Winter Olympics gold was won because the guy was coming from dead last and everyone in front of him fell over. Their first ever Winter Olympics gold, is that true? I'll definitely need to try and see if I can see that, man.
How do
That sounds very
Australians
interesting.
reproduce? We throw a boomerang and whoever catches it is our designated male. Why is a kangaroo smashing a pig? Why is the duck watching? Why is there a 10-foot tall guy with a spear in the back?
My god, man. Some of these images are unbelievable, man. So much mad stuff going on that it's almost unbelievable that they're true. It's like these memes are not doing anything great for the stereotype of these dangerous animals in Australia. Everybody tells me, nah, it's not so bad, not so bad. There's so many instances of mad stuff going on, man.
Australian man involved in a shark attack beats shark to death with his own severed leg. Do you know what to do if you're bitten by a tarantula hawk wasp? Hold on, by a what? If I was an Australian magpie, would you guys still like me? Answer me. Australian young dad almost made his child blind. Andrew, 28 years old dad, couldn't stop his kids' cryings, so he poured no tears shampoo directly into his eyes.
Jesus fucking... What? Oh my god, man. Is like a father of young children, man. I don't even know what to think about
This is horrible. There was a
That's
man
mad.
named Joseph who escaped an Australian prison so many times they built a special cell just for him. He escaped that as well. You know sweatpants? In Australia, we called them tracky dacks. I'm starting to think you Aussies are just fucking with us. We actually aren't, and that's the horrendous part. My Australian friend falling into the sky after I break his ground harness. Baby kangaroos saved from the Australian wildfire. You know.
Oh, they were cute, man. But tell me, yeah, if you're from Australia, what do you think of all these things? A lot of these are talking about the stereotypes, obviously the animals, Australia being upside down. Absolutely mental, some of
You
these
know what
images.
really annoys me about Australians? They call McDonald's Macca's. Why? My friend just went out for dinner, and this guy turned up at the window like he had a reservation. So this bird lands on the deck, takes a poop, and then looks at me like he wants to start a fight. Monty bought a kangaroo and let it go in the house. Sometimes I get mad at Australian stereotypes, but then I remember that my backyard looks like this. Who would win? Every creature in Australia, every Florida man, they would breed. I hate how this is a viable option.
That's what I was thinking when I was watching all of these memes. It reminds me of Florida, when you hear about Florida, man, and all these crazy stories. But yeah, like Australia kind of got that with all these crazy animals as well. Tell me what you think about that. The answer there that they would breed, man, that's like such a great comeback. I'll watch part 2 of that coming soon. But tell me what you think about these. They were some mental memes. I enjoyed it a lot. I don't even know what to think about some of those ones with all the animals on one. But yeah, tell me what you think about them. Thanks.